Are you going to read the story that's in the book? Okay, I'm not going to comment. Well, I'm going to comment on it. Can I? No? Oh, I've read it 5 times now. It's a meditation on Goodnight Moon, and it's fascinating. The more I read it, the more there's in it. Meli Hull writes about interpersonal relationships and ADHD. She lives in Eugene, Oregon with her husband and small daughter and 2 cats. She used to work at Tsunami Books. Now she works as a library clerk. Because of this, her special pub trivia niche is knowing the titles and authors of many books she's never read, in addition to the titles and authors of all the ones she has read. Remarkable. All right, Meli Hull.
That's her. That's the small daughter. Thank you. So I wrote this piece when I was like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months postpartum maybe, but I kept getting emails from Scott long before that, it's like, oh, I don't know if I want to write anything, I'm pregnant, I have a lot going on, then I get another email, like, I gave birth today, I'm going to ignore this. Then finally, a couple months later, I'm like, okay, I can do it, I can do it. So, that's where this came from. I sold copies of Margaret Wise Brown's Goodnight Moon to every customer who came into Tsunami shopping for baby shower gifts for 5 years straight without ever once cracking it open. At every baby shower I attended, parents-to-be were showered with multiple copies of Goodnight Moon. I always made a point to gift any other book but that one. I thought, this must be the only children's book these people have ever heard of. Now, I rock my newborn daughter to sleep. I'm reading her the copy of Goodnight Moon we received at our own baby shower. It turns out that Goodnight Moon is good. I spend a lot of time now in the corner spot on my couch breastfeeding my daughter. While this is happening, I've been half watching the Netflix documentary series Babies. Watching babies while watching my baby, learning about how babies learn while learning my baby. One study featured on this show was designed to determine how babies figure out where words begin and end. Psychologist Jenny Safran asked whether babies might be processing speech by tracking the statistics of sound to figure out which sounds go together predictably. To study this, she invented a language. It's a very simple language, she explains in the episode First Words. It just has a few made-up words in it, and there's no meaning in this language because we wanted to start simple. The researchers would play audio of a monotone, synthesized voice repeating made-up polysyllabic words like pa, bi, ku, and go, la, tu for the baby in a random order for 2 minutes. No meaning, but over the course of the 2 minutes, the baby would hear each word around 45 times. After the 2 minutes were up, the testing room would go quiet, and a light to one side of the baby would start to blink. Once the baby turned to look at the light, audio would play, repeating either a word from the made-up language or a sequence of syllables that wasn't a word in the made-up language. None of the words in either recording were words, unintelligible, no meaning to speak of, non-words. The recording would continue to play until the baby turned its head away from the light. The babies who heard the non-words in the second part of the study looked longer at the lights than the babies who heard the words. The prolonged looking indicates the baby's surprise to find the syllables in an unexpected order. Babies pour the uninterrupted gush of speech into tidy cups of words through repetition. That's why you're supposed to talk to your newborn even though they can't understand what you're saying, or that you're saying. That's why you're supposed to narrate everything you're doing as you carry them through their house, through their day. That's why you're supposed to read to your baby every day from the day they're born, to expose them to more words, more word boundaries, more statistics of sound. But reading to a newborn feels like speaking the made-up language from the study. The words have meanings to me, but because she doesn't understand them, they die deaths of semantic saturation, become non-words. Goodnight Moon is nonsense too, a nonsense poem I accidentally memorized after the 5th time through. Syllables in the same order every time that turn into words without meaning. I repeat them to her in the same order with the same slow rhythm, bouncing her while she cries. Her face red and wet, eyes squinched shut, not perceiving the kittens or the mittens, the comb, the brush, or the bowl full of mush. I have become the quiet old lady who is whispering, hush. The pieces of our days, like the syllables that make the words, start to fall in the same order. Change her diaper, feed her, talk to her in her baby swing about pouring tea and toasting an everything bagel. It's a bit of a misnomer to call it an everything bagel. There are plenty of things that aren't included in this everything bagel. This is Raisin Bran, baby. One day you'll be able to eat Raisin Bran. I hope you like it. In the meantime, I'm going to turn this Raisin Bran into milk for you to eat. As soon as my breakfast is ready, like clockwork, she poops. The baby swing puts her legs in the perfect position for pooping. I put my tea and my bagel and my cereal on hold on the part of the counter the cats haven't figured out how to get to yet. I carry my daughter off to the changing table to change her diaper again. Afterwards, I set her in her baby bed on the kitchen floor. If I'm lucky, she falls asleep peacefully while she watches me eat. If I'm unlucky, she screams at me. I explained that while she might not like it, I do have to eat food myself in order to create more food for her. I will feed her again as soon as I finish feeding myself. None of this means anything to her. I am exposing her to a high lexical diversity. This is the story I tell myself while I tell her the story of our days, repeating. Then she smiles at me on purpose for the first time. Then she develops a sense of humor. She learns how to blow raspberries and how to giggle. New additions to our lexicon include calling diapers dipes and sticking my tongue out at her with a sound kind of like, "Nyeh," and pursing my lips to blow raspberries at her so she'll mimic me, and asking her if she wants to fly high in the sky, and then doing a cheerleading count-off of 1, 2, down, up, as I lift her into the air. She squeals and giggles and opens her round mouth in a big grin. We repeat these non-words together. Through these repetitions, we make the meanings together. Margaret is now 14 months old almost, and she knows a lot of words now, but her favorite word is cat, so she's really excited about the little mural out there. She loves that.